On.
Welcome, welcome, folks. Hey, glad you are here tonight. Looking forward to sharing with you the story of our company, Partner Driven, and more importantly, how that will help you in your real estate business, regardless of kind of where you are. If you're brand new, never done a deal, or maybe you have some experience, we'll definitely share with you how our system that our founders put together here can help you scale your operation, make it more predictable, help you do more deals. And that's exactly what we're here to do. Talk about real estate and do a whole bunch of it. On behalf of Partner Driven, my name is Roland. Please turn on your cameras. That way we can communicate effectively. But simultaneously, please mute your line. The best way to communicate tonight is through the chat feature. So please go ahead and get familiar with the chat. Turn on your camera. Let's have some fun. Let's interact. First question is, what city, state are you calling in from? Love to get an idea. Hey, Ron, good to see you here. Obviously, Phoenix, Arizona. Putting that on your screen there. Smart, smart, smart. Anyone else, or is everyone else calling in from? We've got Redlands, California. I saw New York in the house. Oh, you guys are coming in quick. You guys type fast. We got Elizabeth from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We got Jersey in the house, Connecticut, Chicago. We got some folks from Southern California. Justin Wood from Texas. Chad Scranton, Pennsylvania. Who else? We got Raymond from Utah. Love it, man. All across the country. What DC in the house. Rhode Island, North Dakota. Yes, 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 yes. Love it, love it. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in on time, for turning on your cameras. Again, the chat is how we're going to communicate throughout tonight. I do have a short slide deck I do want to share with you guys. I'll go ahead and get that up and running here. That way we have some visuals for tonight. Again, any questions, please hold them until the end where we will have a live Q&A. Now, again, we appreciate you taking the time of being here with us tonight. If you have some notes, get ready for a notepad. We're gonna drop some nuggets tonight. But to make sure that you're in the right room, in the right Zoom call. Again, the name of our company is Partner Driven, and we are the only real estate program in the nation that partners with you on deals. With over 3,600 deals, really closer to 4,000 deals that our founders Peter and Julie have completed. Check this out. They provide 100% of the capital, provide 100% of the rehab, and all the resources that you need to actually make money in real estate. We help you find the deals, we help you negotiate them, we help you get the good price for them, and all the things in between that people don't think about that could go wrong in a deal, we help handle the back end. So you, our partner, can focus on the main task, which is finding more opportunities, finding more deals in your local marketplace, all the while without you risking your own credit or your own capital. Now, I do want to share with you a quick glance of the team members that you get here. Here at Partner Driven, we strongly feel that real estate wasn't meant to be a solo sport, especially if you're looking to scale, especially if you're looking to make real estate a reliable income source. You need a team. You need a team of professionals that our founders have put together here, Peter and Julie, and really assembled a crew of folks that know how to get real estate done. Because again, there is a lot that happens behind the scenes that most people don't think about. Now, tonight, I am not going to be your main speaker presenter. I do have our principal founder, Peter, here with me today to really, again, share with you the story of our company. And again, speaking of experts, our founders, Peter and Julie, they really have made real estate accessible to everyone. Again, regardless of experience, regardless of background, no matter where you are in your journey of real estate, we can definitely help you really scale and be the jet fuel to your business. They help break down the barriers when it comes to real estate, simply by providing you a system, an environment to help you do as many deals as you get your hands on. Because imagine having access to unlimited capital. Imagine having access to a community of contractors. So whether or not you have experience in construction or rehab, that's okay. We've got you covered. Of course, if you do have that experience, even better, right? Get off to even quicker start. Now, we're very hands-on. As you'll see tonight, our founder, Peter, he's not sitting on an ivory tower, kind of sharing with you how he used to do it. Peter is still in the game. He's still in the hunt. He's hungrier now more than ever. For the last 2 decades, he's been in real estate, doing a whole bunch of deals, but more importantly, doing deals with people just like you. And I can't think of anyone better to share with you not only the story of our company, but to have someone in your back. Because real estate, man, again, so many moving parts. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but if you make the wrong move, you can sneeze and lose a whole bunch of money, as we all know. And then, of course, with Peter on your side, talk about a win-win situation. Pete, got a couple of folks here tonight looking to work with us, looking to see how this partnership program that you've put together here, that you've assembled, can help them in their business. Thanks for joining us here tonight, Pete.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Peter Vekselman, for those of you that don't know me. And what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is how I do real estate deals and to see if this is how you want to do real estate deals. You know, the interesting thing about what I do in my model as an investor, number one, I've been around for a while. Number two, I've done about 4,000 deals. I only tell you that to let you know that I know what I'm doing in this space. You know, I've become fairly successful at it, but it's how I do my deals that's very unique and unusual. I actually partner with individuals just like you all and on deals, and then we split the profits. In my opinion, what I'm going to share with you, and by the way, I've never been challenged on this, but this is the absolute ultimate way for someone to do real estate. What I'm going to show you today is how I, along with my team, actually do 90 to 95% of the whole deal for you. I'm going to show you how to put up all the money. We fly construction teams to where you are. We get the rehabs fixed. We have due diligence packages, negotiation systems to draw up prices. I show you how to tap into my experience of 4,000 deals. What I need partners for is I need help finding deals. But what I'm also going to show you today is that after doing 4,000 deals, I know how to find deals in ways nobody else does. So not only do we need your help to find deals, but I and my team get actually personally involved in helping you help us find deals. I think this is the near perfect model for those of you that want to be successful in the space, whether you want to just enter into real estate or whether you want to advance your career. I'm going to also introduce you to a bunch of my partners. I'm going to introduce you to my team members. I'm going to show you a bunch of deals we're in the process of doing or just got done doing very recently. I want to just give you a whole smorgasbord of facts and figures today and make introductions just for you to figure out if this is a good way for you to potentially do deals. What makes what I do so unique is that I also I have the biggest, I believe I have the biggest buy box of deals in United States. And what that means is that to find deals that I want to do is easier than finding deals that either you by yourself want to do or if you want to find deals for anyone else. And the reason my buy box is so big is I have about 10 exit strategies. We'll go over all those that I currently do. And so usually percentage wise, about 60% of the time when you're talking to a seller that wants to sell, you'll be able to put one of my exit strategies in there, which means A, you'll be able to help the seller, and B, you'll be able to make money on the deal. So biggest buy box in the country, in the nation right now. By the way, I'm doubling that buy box from about 10 strategies right now to 20 by the time 26 comes to an end. So my goal is by the time this year comes to an end for all those individuals partnering with me, about 90% of the time when you're talking to a seller, we'll be able to put a deal together. And then finally, the other thing I'm doing is from a lead gen and deal gen, I'm flipping this whole industry upside down. And so what I'm doing is I'm setting up and helping my partners set up systems so they don't have to make any cold outreach to anyone looking to sell their properties. Actually, all the deals come to them. So, absolutely, revolutionary stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. So, bottom line is, I'm going to show you today how to make money in real estate. That's kind of a given, but I'm going to show to you how you could do it without risking any of your own savings and literally taking not only not losing any money in the deal, impossible to lose money in the deal with me. Y'all see, not only do I put up all the money, but I also assume all the risk. So it's impossible to lose money with me and financially. And I'm also going to show you how you could do this business with me, literally with any risk in any single deal. I know to some of you guys who may have not studied what I do, this may sound a little bit too good to be true. Just stick around and I'm going to explain everything, how I do this, but I'm also going to show you the backbone of actually why I do all this. I've already shared with you, I'm gonna show you some of the deals along the way. But before we get started with all of that, I want to talk a little bit about you, and I want to just find out why some of you guys are actually here. I'm just going to ask you some questions. At the bottom of your Zoom screen, there is a chat button. If you don't mind, just give me some honest answers. Yeah, yay, nay, or whatever I ask. I want to get to know you a little bit. I want my team who's monitoring this to get to know you a little bit. So let me ask you a couple of questions. The first group of people I'd love to hear from tonight is those of you that are already in this space. And if you're already in the real estate space, I call you a real estate professional. And so if you're already in the space, any type of real estate, you might be an investor, a wholesaler, a realtor, a money person, a title person, a developer, and if you're in any facet of real estate and you have some kind of a track record already, um, I'd love to hear from you inside chat. Any professionals here today?
Hey, Pete, yeah, they're slowly trickling in here. I'll be sure to read them off here shortly. But definitely I saw a lot of folks nodding their head, people typing in, so they're coming here very, very short, Pete.
All right. Love it, love it, love it. All right. And so I assume if you're a professional here today, you fall into one of the following categories. You're a realtor, you're a wholesaler, an investor. Let me ask you this. What I'm going to show you how to do by partnering with me is I'm going to show you how to tap in an endless flow of money. I don't put a limit on how many deals people do with me. I don't put a limit where you do deals with me. So I'm going to ask you kind of the obvious, silly question. If you had the access to unlimited amount of money to do as many deals as you want to do in real estate, would that help you grow and scale your business? So give me either yay or nay. Access to as much money as you need to do as many deals as you want, would that put you in a better position? Does that sound about right?
Pete, here are the answers. Definitely a whole bunch of yeses, absolutely, as well as folks answering your first question. So we do have some folks here who are beginners, realtor, Yvonne, realtor, a wholesaler, investor, Todd Burns, realtor, Crystal, also a real estate agent. Edwin is a contractor looking to become an investor. That's key there. Kay is not a professional, but just finished their first burr. That's incredible. So Pete, everyone here absolutely agrees with you. Yes, 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 but also have a lot of folks here from all walks of life, brand new, never done a deal, to folks with some experience. Absolutely.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I promised I'm going to introduce you some of my partners to give you an idea of who I'm partnering, what I'm doing, but I also want to give you a little bit of the background story about them. Seth, when he initially started with me, started in California market. We've done about 220, 230 deals together now. Our first 180 deals he did in California, and then he got the heck out of California, which he wanted to do, I think, from day one. And now he and his wife and their three kids reside around the Nashville, Tennessee market. But couple facts on Seth. When he started with me, what he lacked was just access to capital. And he also was fairly new in this industry. He had the kind of an overall picture of this industry, but he didn't know much. Since he's been with me, they bought an airplane. They live in their dream house, like I said, around the Nashville, Tennessee area. They travel. This is one of the things they wanted to do when they started with me. They wanted to travel every month. So now, every month, they take about a week to 2 weeks every month, and they travel. Actually, I don't think I have it here anymore, but about 2 weeks ago, they texted me a picture. They were hanging out for about a week and a half with their whole family at Disney World. So, the key here is just to see the power of what's possible when you're partnering with me. Obviously, he retired his wife, hundreds of deals ago. He was able to retire himself. He was a school teacher, I think, after three or four deals. Just an incredible lifestyle. The thing about Seth is that another interesting thing is he has fully utilized my team and my system all the way from zero deals 200 to now 220 deals. Is he's never done his own rehab. My team is always behind the scenes, been able to handle that and things like that. So brand new, never wanted to get involved in the construction side. No problem. We're able to help them. On the other side, I want to introduce you to Preston Moore. Preston is out of Alabama. Interesting with Preston, when he started with me, he already had 100 deals behind him. So it's pretty logical why somebody like a Seth in a previous slide would start with me. But why would somebody like a Preston who's done over 100? Now, when you've done over 100 deals in real estate, you're put into that elite category. The reason a lot of my partners are like Preston, who are already very sophisticated, very successful investors in their own right, is that I give them the ability to scale. I don't put a limit on how many deals you could do. I don't put a limit geographically. I'm going to introduce you to some partners today that have never even done deals in the cities, even states where they live with me. I have resources and infrastructure all over the United States. So when someone like a Preston partners with me, they're partnering with me strictly from a standpoint of I want to scale. I want to get from 100 to 300 to 500. And also, unlike Seth, remember, Seth never got into the construction side of this deal. My teams have always handled that for him. Preston, totally opposite. When he started with me, he actually owned and ran his own construction team in a company. And so, we've done a ton of deals together, but to this day, we have never touched from a rehab perspective. By the way, we don't only do rehabs. We do rehabs, fix and flips, wholesale, hotel, pre-marketing, pre-listing, as is, subject to, owner finance. We do all those strategies that you're aware of. We even, with my partners, I even show them how to monetize on the realtor side. So totally brand new, someone like a Seth or someone like a Preston, very sophisticated, just looking to grow and scale. Now, some of you are here because you're thinking about retirement, but you also understand that in order for you to retire where you want to retire, you're going to need to not only make more money, but really change the pathway you're on. So, for those of you who see retirement somewhere in the future, might not be tomorrow, but maybe in the next several months, a year, a couple years, but you already know that in order to retire the way you want to retire, you're going to need to do something maybe even different, or even on top of what you're doing right now. So, if there's anyone like that fits that mold, I'd love to hear from you inside chat right now.
AP, yes, coming in here, okay, absolutely. Folks nodding their head, giving some thumbs up, and folks definitely looking to use real estate as their vehicle. Yes, Terrell says, Salvatore says eventually. Ron says yes, yes, 100%, Pete, absolutely.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, for those of you that could relate to that, I'm going to introduce you to my partners, Ron and Karen Rowan, become dear friends of mine. But they were in that position. When they started with me, they were about 2.5 years, maybe 3 years away from retirement. They lived back then in Indiana. But, I remember when I met them initially and they wanted to start partnering, doing deals with me, they explained their situation at about 2.5 years. But they didn't want to retire in Indiana. They wanted to retire in Florida. They wanted to own their own land on the ocean, abutting the ocean. And they wanted to have an RV there. But they had a timeline that come at about a year and a half, 2 year timeline. So we absolutely hit the ground running right away. And just in the first four deals over the first several months, $83,000 of profit, $63,000, 68,000, 67. So we absolutely crushed it together. And I remember one of the nights they had stopped actually at I'm right now in our place in Atlanta, but we also have a place in the water about an hour and a half away from here on a lake. And they were at that point they started kind of realizing their goals and they were making that trek from Indiana to Florida. And I remember sitting with Ron in the back of our lake house with the fire, just overlooking this incredible, huge body of water in front of us. And I asked him, like, has anything changed? And he said, no, no, as it's still Florida. We're able to do that. We got the land and just kind of start rattling off all the things. He said, but the only thing that changed is a change from an RV on that land to a little mini mansion was the goal now. And it's interesting, you think somebody works decades, like literally decades for someone else and their dream is an RV. And there's nothing wrong with an RV, but that's kind of obviously a limiting financial goal. And then you get in this business and you start partnering and doing deals with me and executing. And literally within 7 or 8 months, that little RV becomes a mini mansion. And again, those are just the things that are possible. Now, some of you guys are here because the bottom line is, by the way, this is my favorite group, so I'd love to hear from you all right now. Some of you guys here, you're just hustlers. And how I define a hustler is this: you have those dreams and goals and ambitions in front of you, and you could clearly define them. They're right in front of you. But the reality of it is, life also has put a wall between you and them, and you have been hustling to get through that wall. You've been trying to climb it, walk around it, go through it, and it just hasn't been possible. So you're here because you're just looking for a legitimate opportunity to achieve your dreams and goals. And by the way, you're that person that if you have to, you'll walk through that wall to achieve your dreams and goals. So for those of you who can relate to the story I just said, again, this is who I was when I started. To this day, I would consider myself to be this. You're just a bottom line hustler. Who here would define themselves as a hustler? I'd love to hear from you inside chat.
Pete, you definitely have some like-minded individuals here. We got Todd Burns, says this is me as well. I want it all. We got Larry. He lives to work. We've got James. Peter, I'm a hustler. Triple, quadruple exclamation points, excuse me. Ron says, yep, yep. Big wall. Chad says 100%. Terrell says me. Hustler, hustler. Pete, you are in a room of like-minded individuals, 100%.
I love it. I love it. So let me introduce you to one of my favorite hustlers who I partner with. His name is Jamari Spruill. I met him a couple years ago. He actually came to one of the live meetings I was doing. And just after talking to him for about 5 minutes, I realized Jamari was just like me. He was just a hustler. He didn't have a ton of stuff going for him before he got in the business, before he met me, but he sure as heck had the hustle attitude. He was the guy that he was the kind of partner I love. He just basically says, "Listen, tell me what to do and I'm going to get it done." And here we are a couple years later, well over 17 deals we've done together. But what I truly love this guy for is because I have philosophy here for people that want to partner with me. And the philosophy is very simple. When you get started, whether you're just brand new in this space or you're advanced, but you're starting with me, and so you got to take, because we want to get you traction
Hang
as
on.
quickly as possible. Like as quickly as possible. So in the beginning, we want you to take as much as possible. But then once you start achieving success, we want you to turn around and grab that next partner behind you. That's just getting started and help them. And I could tell you, Jamari exemplifies that amazingly. A lot of my partners who become very successful with me actually not will only point at myself, not only will point at my team, but they'll point at guys like Jamari or Jamari specifically and literally pinpoint that, listen, the reason I got to be so successful is because another partner like Jamari, reached his hand and helped me along the way. And I'm going to show you here in a minute how that's done. I have a very, very behind the scenes, very tight knit community of other partners. So it's important to understand for those of you that decide you want to partner with me and do deals with me that you don't just get me, which you do. You don't just get my team, which you do. And I'm going to introduce you to some of those team members here shortly. But you also get this slew of partners that have tremendous of experience and deal flow and success behind them. It's very, very important. So here, partner driven, we put our money where our mouth is. Now, I understand you're here on this call now, and I imagine you're here because you want to experience what the partner driven community is all about. I'm going to show you what that is all about. And along the way, I'm going to try to answer whatever question that you may have. As I mentioned before, I am going to ask you, if that's okay with you, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Really, I want to get to know you guys better, get a taste of who's on here tonight. Before we get into that, as I'm asking you questions, I want to share with you a question that some of you guys may be asking yourself. Why do I still do this business? Well, for me, it's always been a very personal reason. That's my 5 kids. I will tell you, I used to make fun of people with 5 kids until I became the people with 5 kids, and now I'm a huge promoter of 5 kids. But what makes me even more unusual with that is the ages of my kids. My oldest is 27, my youngest just turned 3. But for me, why I became successful in this space and still continue being in this space, for me was the most important thing was always to be a participating father. And I've been able to do that, especially for my 20-year-olds. I got, three in their 20s. I was always there. I was there at games, practices, performances, school conferences, trips, vacations. I never missed anything. I was literally able to experience their lives, and I was always there for support. And so to me, that is my personal why. And to this day, the reason I'm still in this space is, well, A, I want to continue setting an example for them. By the way, none of them are in this space. None of them want to do what Dad does. But I support them in the endeavors that they have gone on to be a part of and accomplish. Again, specifically my 20-some-year-olds. And I just cannot wait to do it again with my two youngest, my 3 and 4-year-olds. So for me personally, as I ask you some of these personal questions, I want you to know that's for me was the number one thing, and that is to be a participating father. So tell me, what is your why? I mean, why are you here? I would love to hear from you inside chat. What is your big why?
Funny enough, Ronald says that he's got 5 kids as well. So
Ronald can relate to what I'm saying then.
absolutely. We also got other folks here saying that they want to give back. Um, Rhonda's always loved the architecture part of things. Crystal wants to build retirement. Antonio says family.
Nice.
Ready to own my own. Someone else says, Chad says, create a better life for my family.
Yeah, yeah,
James
that's the
says,
bottom line.
I'm here because I want to be financially secure. We got Karen sharing with us that financial independence and to build a legacy. Rhonda says, make something out of nothing, Pete. So
Yeah.
a lot of great reasons here.
I love it. I love it. So tell me, I'd love to hear from you guys. Where are you all now in your real estate journey? And what I mean by that are some of you guys are just at the very zero, like you're just getting started. Some of you guys are maybe a deal in, maybe a couple deals in, and some of you guys are, I assume, more advanced. You've had multiple successes behind you, whether it's deal flow or whatever other side of real estate you're in. So where are you specifically? Very beginner, kind of intermediate, doing some stuff, or an advanced part of this space? I'd love to hear that.
Pete, so far, what I've seen coming in are folks just getting started, learning, very beginning, no experience, zero. Someone helping contractors, getting started. But I also got a couple of folks here, Pete, who's doing it for other people and they want to do it for themselves.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Sorry, I'm doing a little typing. We got deals closing. We're still rocking it out on the West Coast, and so sometimes teams need the green light from me. So, um, where do y'all want to be in your life? I'd love to hear that as it relates to as a result of this business and things like that. What's the big picture? Where do you all want to get to specifically as a result of this industry?
Todd says a multi-millionaire developer slash builder. Heather says she doesn't want to be paycheck to paycheck anymore, Pete.
Yeah,
Um,
well, that's
and
reality.
yeah, Antonio says semi-retired in 3 years. Got folks who want to be wants to have passive income within the next decade. Mike wants to retire early, financial stability. Some folks want to make 20,000 a month. Wants to be a builder. Terrell says, Pete, I think you'll like this, and we'll end with this. They want to have peace.
Yeah, that's reality. I love it. So now let's flip the table. Tell me what's your biggest obstacle holding you back from what you just told me where you want to be and what you want to achieve. What is your top one, maybe top two obstacles preventing you from getting there?
As you know, Pete, for me, this is my favorite question to kind of see what's the bottleneck for people.
Yep.
Funds, money, capital, cash, money, financing, funds, only money, money. I think there's a theme here, Pete.
Well, that's reality. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in real estate, any other business. If you're on a pathway to success, capital is the top thing. I don't care what you're trying to do, but especially in the space of real estate. So, Roland, this is what you're hearing, right? Don't have the money. don't have the knowledge. This is very important in this space. Experience. Scared of making the wrong move. That's a smart move. Rehabs are expensive. Amen to that. Real estate is too risky. You failed before bringing baggage into this space, and simply some of you guys just do not know where to start as it relates to this business. Roland, did I miss anything?
Yeah, Pete, as you were speaking, more people were pretty much hit everything that you said. Absolutely.
I like it. I like it. So, who wants to get past these obstacles and do more deals, right? Let me tell you a secret. You're not the only one with these struggles, right? These are all common investor problems that there's like six or seven the exact same obstacles, the exact same struggles as it relates to this business. They just all have a different story and a different name and a different person behind them, right? So the reason I put this together and I created this was to literally solve every single one of these problems specifically for you all. Honestly, guys, I couldn't be more confident that we can support your mission of doing more deals. We are accomplishing this for my partners every single day. I want to share some more stories, short stories, and some more deals. Chad and Jerry, 400 deals they had done with me before they got started. Again, they wanted to grow and scale out of Anderson, Indiana. Here's a deal with Preston in Huntsville, Alabama, $50,000. Michael Hewitt, this was the second or third deal we flipped together. He also handled the rehab side. BJ and Tracy, they're in a little town in Missouri of less than 1,000 people. In under a year, we had done over 10 deals there. Sometimes people think real estate is a location-driven business. It's not. That's just stuff that gurus use to get you in the door. It's a knowledge base, an infrastructure type of an industry. And so we've been crushing it together out of these little towns out of Missouri. Glenn Antonock, one of our first couple deals in Mulberry, Florida. Pay attention to these cities. Like some of these cities, I guarantee you've never heard of before. Fact, I've done flips, and probably about 40% of the deals we do are in cities that I've never in my life have ever heard of. Madera Beach, Florida, 11,000 with Patrick Curtis, Michael Binns, 8,500 on the first couple deals we did, or one of the first couple deals. Mr. Will Owens, I got a number of deals going on in Detroit as we speak. Here's one we did together for 17,000. Nathan Patterson, 8,800, and Golden, New York, another town I've never heard of. Richard Granquist, one of our first several deals in Spanaway, Washington, $30,000. Preston Moore, who I introduced a little bit ago in Huntsville, Alabama. We've all heard of that, 25,000. Seth, the very first partner I introduced you to, 19,000 in Smyrna, Tennessee. Archie Ragland, interesting story on Archie on the left. They're retired after doing our very first deal, made $150,000. We've done over 15 deals since then, and we've never done a deal not only where he lives or the city or even the state. All the deals have come across the nation. Another powerhouse benefit of working with me is that I have infrastructure set up literally in all 50 states. Ricky Tanner, Toccoa, Georgia, 17,000 there. Another one with BJ and Tracy out of Missouri, 22,000 there. Rafael Ruiz, a couple months ago, we did this flip in Spring Hill, Florida, 27,000. Jason Plaskowski, one of our initial deals we did together, Oak Harbor, Washington, 6,900. Another deal with BJ and Tracy. I think after this deal, they got their own personal lake house where they live. Crocker, Missouri, 48,000 there. Vance Hudgens, we're in the middle of a deal now. We're making about 160,000. The one that you see right here in front of you, we just did that a couple months ago, made 93,000 on that one. Ms. Deborah Cotton, one of our initial deals for 5,200. Richard Granquist, this is one of our latest deals together. Ridge Avenue, Ocean Park, Washington, 8,100. Another one with Preston in Arab, Alabama. I have no idea where that is. Scott Thompson, I think this was our first or second deal we did in Fredonia, New York, 13,000. Another deal with Mr. Granquist, 43,000 there. Corey Turner, I think we did this one last month, $40,000. Preston, Gunnersville, Alabama, 25,000. Look, bottom line is, I promise you, I could just keep going and going, and I could show you a bunch of deals that I'm doing with my partners. But strictly from the sake of time, if you don't mind, let's move forward. I want to take a small detour here and I want to show you an honest reality of what it means to do deals by yourself as opposed to deals with myself and my team. Let's use a real life deal that we just recently got out of. This is in Crocker, Missouri with BJ and Tracy. This is where they live, less than 1,000 people. This is an actual deal we did together, 3 beds, 2 baths, very, very rural town, under 1,000 people, whole population. We were able to get this deal for $74,900 to buy. It needed about $40,000 worth of work, and at that point, this house was worth about $190,000. So bottom line is, without getting you too complicated with formulas tonight, this is not even a formula we necessarily use here when I partner with people. But on a $190,000 deal that needs about $40,000 worth of work, if you want to make a decent profit on it, the most you could pay for it was $93,000, bottom right hand side. That's kind of your strike price in a deal like this. Remember, we actually got this deal for $74,900. We were able to negotiate utilizing our systems and technology to drive. But so bottom line is, even going into this deal, this was already a screaming good deal. So now, if you're going to do this deal alone with your own money, your own credit, and your own expertise or experience, this is how it looks like. And don't get too complicated on the numbers. Left column is if you're doing it by yourself. Right column if you're doing it with me and my team. So bottom line is this house, member, it was just $75,000 home. Look at the left side all the way at the bottom. This is why in this business, less than 1% of people ever make money. I hate to tell you this, but that's a reality. Look at the left column all the way in the black. To do a house, to do a flip that costs $75,000, between the money down you need, between the incidentals, between the fact that you have to front the money in this space to do the rehab, you need $75,000. Does that make sense to you? But that's how this business works. To do a deal, to borrow money in a deal for $75,000, you're borrowing it, right? You would think that's why you borrow it. Well, the way this thing works out, you actually need your own $75,000 to fund that deal. You do the exact same deal with me. I pick up all the cost, all the expenses, all the incidentals, all the carrying cost, all the rehab money, and a bottom line is, look at the bottom right hand side. With me, you could do unlimited amount of deals with my money, right? You do deals by yourself, you're doing it by yourself with your own money, okay? But wait, there's more. It's more than just money. You have to know, there's a lot of infrastructural things. Left-hand column, if you're doing it by yourself, you got to know how to work margins. You have to know how to do price drops. Got to know which contracts to use, how to do inspections, how to hire attorneys, how to hire rehab teams, how to manage them, how to market deals, how to get deals closed. So bottom left-hand side, you're doing it by yourself. You do the work, and you are risking everything on every single deal. With me, my team handles all of that. We know how to do the price drops. We know how to do the contracts. We got our own attorneys across the United States. We have our own construction teams that could be deployed all over the United States. We know how to get buyers and sellers to the closing table. So with me, the exact same deal, bottom right-hand side, we do the work. My team does the work, and we take 100% of the risk, right? That's the big difference. So I want to show you exactly how it works to partner with me on deals. Remember, I and my team, we're providing all the money, providing the team to execute the deal, and the expertise to do the deals with you. And then in the back end, when we get rid of the deals, we simply split the profits right down the middle. You keep 50%, my team and I keep 50%. And then it's just wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. The reason I'm doing this is I need boots on the ground in local markets to help me find deals all over the country. Okay. So with me, it's a very simple model. You help us find the property and get it locked up, get it under contract. I'll put up all the money and my team will help you execute the deal. Simple as that. Together, when we're coming in doing this, we literally make a dream team. When you make money, we make money. The goal here is very simple. It's to be successful together. You never have to worry about where the money comes from with me. You never have to worry about risking your credit on any single deal. You never have to worry about making bad move on any deal. You never have to worry about navigating the waters alone. Look, Roland, I got to make sure these guys are still awake. If you're still awake, from where we are right now, does this all right now still sound good to you guys? Let me hear from you inside chat.
Absolutely, Pete. We got Todd giving us a shaka. We've got folks thumbs up, high fives, and folks in the chat saying yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, Pete.
Okay. I love it, love it, love it. Now, if you guys don't mind, I want to show you the process so you can see for yourself how to do deals with me and my team. What I have is I have a very simple three-phase roadmap that I want to go over with you. It's just basically mine and my team's guide to doing deals and solving all of the problems that we talked about in the past. Success starts with my roadmap to deals. It's the same roadmap my partners are using every single day to do deals. Phase one, and we're going to dive into each one of these in a second. Phase one is access to my system. Phase two is finding the deal and getting them locked up. And phase three, me putting up the money, we're executing the deal, whatever the deal is. Remember, 10 different strategies. And then when we get rid of the deal, when we exit it, we simply split the profits down the middle, 50-50. Access to my system, the best way I could describe it to you, what my system is all about is showing you how to find deals. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're never going to talk about paint colors. We're never going to talk about fixing titles. We're never going to talk about how to sell a house for an extra $3,000. 100% of my system is simply showing you how to do what I've done, thousands and thousands of deals. How do I do that? Number one, we do live training every single day, sometimes two, three times a day. Live, which means literally on every single day, we're not only answering your questions, but we're proactive in telling you what to do. Bottom left hand side, partner driven university. This is all of my knowledge in a recorded format, all of my team's knowledge. So with me, you could either participate in a live environment every single day, kind of what we're doing right now, or on top of that, or instead of that, you could just access all of our knowledge 24/7. My private community, this is where all these partners that I've been showcasing to you, and a bunch more of them, this is where they all exist. It's actually through a system called Circle. This is where we're training you. This is where you're communicating with myself and the team. This is where all the partners reside, helping each other, strategizing, and all this. We also do live meetings, live events a couple times a year. So all of this put together, that is access to my system. Okay. Remember, I've already talked about this. Live training sessions on a daily basis, sometimes as often as three times a day. And by the way, yes, I do train on a weekly basis myself, but so does my incredible team of leaders and coaches and people that are there to help you. Okay. Phase two is basically let's get this deal going. That's where we're now starting to implement. We're implementing the marketing strategies. We usually pick out two or three strategies for you to utilize. We help you implement them in the markets you want to get deals in. What my strategies for marketing do is they simply connect you with sellers that want to sell their properties. No more complicated than that. Then we show you how to get these deals qualified, how to get them under contract, how to get the price drops to where we need it to be. You get the contract signed, we take it through inspections, due diligence, and then we simply greenlight the deal for approval. By the way, this question gets asked all the time. Do I actually participate in the deals? Yes, I actually, every single deal that we're involved in, I drive that deal forward myself. Every single day, 10:30 Eastern, I get together with my whole team. I have a whole deal team, and we go over every single project, every single deal we have going on all over the United States with every single partner, and we discuss what we have to do that day to drive your deal forward. So yes, I drive every single deal forward myself and my team. And phase three, fund, put up the money, execute the deal, and then split the profits. So basically, then we buy the property. I put up all the money to buy the property. We execute the deal. Remember, 10 exit strategies: fix and flip, wholesale, hotel, pre-marketing, pre-listing, as this flips, subject to, creative, owner finance, lease options, all of that. Houses, land now. All of that. So we execute the deal. We then identify a particular buyer for it to exit the deal. Then we take the property to closing. That very same day, you, as my partner, get transparent accounting. And that very same day, you, as my partner, you get paid. This is just one of my team members, Miss Mary Samples, been with me for about 15 years. That's closed over 2,000 of my deals. So every time a partner brings a deal in, she takes that deal and she's got one mission: get that thing closed, right? Get the right attorneys involved, get the right solve the right title issues, which they almost all have, coordinate buyers, sellers. Boom, that's all she does. An incredible person. All of my partners that are doing deals just love, love, love Mary to pieces. This is one of my partners, Mike Harden, out of Pittsburgh. This is the actually we it took us 6 or 7 deals to finally do a deal in Pittsburgh. This is actually the very first deal we did in Bristol, Wisconsin. $136,000 of profit we split. He kept 68,000 of it. We kept 68,000. Remember, I'm putting up all the money on every single deal. I'm absorbing 100% of the risk. And then once the deal ends, we split the profits with you 50-50. Now that I've gone through the roadmap, I hope you see the value of getting deals funded by myself and my team, and the value having an experienced partner to do deals with, right? This is a comparison. I don't like this comparison because I don't think there is any comparison, but my team insists. How do I and my team compare to the guru world that I'm sure all of you here have experienced? I don't say we compare at all. I'm a real estate investor running an investment company. They're gurus and you know what they do. But my team insists, so I'm going to go through this comparison. The only even close comparison stops at the very top line that we all coach and train. I will tell you, well, A, there is some fantastic coaching and training out there, but I could tell you we do it better because they do it in conceptually, like here's how you do this and this, whereas we're doing it on actual deals that you're a part of. So we do it in real life. So that coaching and training is over the top. But that's where all the comparison stops. With me, I'm also going to partner with you on deals, and I'm going to guide you through every step of navigating and executing that deal. Obviously, not a single one of them will. I have a whole entire acquisition team to get your deals inspected. I have a whole rehab crews that they're deployed across the United States to get in rehab. I have a whole team to get your deals closed. Obviously, they're not going to do that. And remember, I'm putting up all the money to do these deals and cover every single cost. Forget the gurus. I don't know if there's anyone else in your life that's willing to give you as much money as you did want and need to do as many deals as you want to do. And then if you look at that bottom line, that's a key line. I also assume all the risk. You have zero risk with me. It's impossible to lose money. Even if a deal goes sideways, I absorbed 100% of the risk and the loss if there was ever a loss. So that what that means is this is a perfect model. You have zero chance of losing even a dollar, but you have only the upside. That's called a perfect business. Now, and you guys know this, other real estate gurus, they're going to teach you and they're going to show you how to do deals and they're just going to set you loose to figure the rest out alone out in the field. Here with me, we stay by your side on every deal. I provide all the capital. My team helps you execute the entire deal, and then we split the deal profits. In my model, it's very simple. When you win, we win. So literally, we are literally from day one invested into your success. Yes, there is a one-time initial fee to join myself and my team to do this. It's the only way we could figure out who's serious about themselves and who's not. But it's the only money you'll ever have to spend to flip literally a lifetime of real estate deals with me. So once you start with me, you never have to spend a penny in anything. Down payments, earnest money I cover, inspection costs I pay for, any mortgage payments I pay for, any hard money costs, any rehab, contractor closing costs. I mean, bottom line is there is no cost you ever pick up, and you could do, an unlimited amount of deals. We pick up all of that. Bottom line is with me, usually one flip, one deal with me, whatever strategy we use, we will cover that initial fee. Bottom line, what I do here, my goal is to create a successful, savvy investor out of all of my partners. And so literally my objective here is to literally immerse you in this business so it literally becomes second nature. And you guys know this, for those of you that are trying to do this business by yourself. When you're doing this business by yourself, it's very slow, it's very expensive, and the bottom line is it is extremely risky. And bottom line is it's just no fun, right? Doing it with myself and a partner, it's way simpler. It's 100% safe. And bottom line is, yeah, it's fun. Yes, there is a one-time fee to join. But what happens when you take care of that? You get immediate access to the mentorship, to my team and the system. It's literally the only money you'll ever spend to do as many deals as you want with myself and my team. And yes, for the millionth time, you will get all the costs covered from that point on in any deal. So the next step is to apply for those of you that want to go through the process of potentially becoming my partner. Look, I know there's some of you guys on here today. This is just not for you. I get it, and I respect that, and I appreciate those of you that are here, and it's just not for you. But some of you guys, you're here right now and you're like, yeah, I see this as a legitimate opportunity that I want to be a part of. And I want to get together with this guy and his team and figure this thing out. So some of you guys are already talking to my team members. If you're already talking to my team members, there's a link inside chat right now that Roland has put in. I'd like if now that you've connected with me directly, you're like, yeah, this is it. Even if you're talking to one of my team members, I want you to go ahead and set up a call because I want to connect with you also. Okay. If you've never talked to anybody in my team yet and you're like, yeah, I like this and I want to see if this is a good fit, please fill out that. Please go to the bottom of the Zoom screen, go inside chat, and there's a link there, same link, and this is just a request to call. And during that initial call, or even if it's your fourth or fifth call, we're going to talk through some of your goals. We're going to make sure that we're a good fit for each other. I have a couple different options to get started with me in terms of what the fee is, and we could even sometimes break that up for you in the right circumstances. So we'll go over that with you. And if that meeting goes well, we want to just get you started towards doing your first deal. So if you're at the point right now that you're talking to my team and you're ready to continue talking, schedule a call, or even never talk to anybody in my team or myself, and you're like, I like this, go to the bottom of the screen and schedule a call. My partner advisors are now standing by to talk you through the options and get you started. And now what I want to do is exactly what I promised. I want to open up the floor for questions. I think I answered most of your questions, but I am sure I didn't answer all of your questions. so, so the way I like to do this is if you have a question, if you have a question I think by now most of you should know that there is a link. I mean, I'm sorry, at the bottom. There is a button to raise your hand. So if you do have a question for me, just raise your Zoom hand. I will pick you in order. Roland is also right now monitoring questions that are coming in through chat. If you want to type in your question inside chat, we'll go over that also. I will tell you, in terms of the fee, that is something we're going to discuss with you privately because I have a couple of different options and we have a couple of different ways of paying that. And I don't want to get into all that right now because I want to talk to those of you that are kind of serious about your dreams. I want to talk to you those that are serious about your goals. Maybe I missed something as it relates to real estate and all that. So those are the kind of things we want to hit. So for those of you that have questions, I'm sure there's questions inside chat that Roland's going to start out with. But if you have any other question, just raise your Zoom hand and we'll go in order. All right, Roland, what do we got?
We've got some here physically raising their hand. iPhone, I see you. If you want to go unmute, there you are. I see you.
Yeah, my name is, well, I'm already a member. My name is Tony. You probably know me because I don't talk. I'm from Lithonia. And I got people I got about 20 houses. I know how to get
Tony,
business.
Let me interrupt you. I think you said your name is Stoney?
Tony.
Tony. All right, Tony. You're confused. This meeting, if you're already a partner of mine,
Oh, okay.
wait, hold on. Let me tell you something. This is very important because I want other people to hear. You already have the keys to the kingdom. And my partners are inside a totally different community right now getting trained and all this. So I'm going to have somebody contact you to get you steered in the right direction. I want to help you make some money. But this is all for people that potentially may want to become a partner.
Okay.
Okay?
I've been talking to Chloe.
Yeah. We'll make sure Chloe contacts you and gives you the right directions. Okay. We got a whole world for you to tap into. All right, Tony?
Okay, well,
All
I'm
right.
gone.
All right, just stand by. I'll have somebody contact you right away. All right, Roland, what do we got?
Miss Childs, you're up next.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. So I wanted to know if I'm already in a business. It's a two-member LLC. Does that
Okay.
matter? Is it only
No, no, no.
individual?
You could actually start with a partner. A lot of my
Okay.
partners bring in Miss Child's family members, partners like you're talking about, whatever. No problem whatsoever.
Okay,
Who
perfect.
are you? Are you talking to somebody on my team yet?
Not yet. I'm going to schedule a call.
Go ahead, schedule a call. You know why? Because I'm going to remember that unbelievable smile. I love that.
Thank you.
Listen. I love positive people. I love people that smile. I love people that are excited. I mean, I think that's such an incredible advantage you have overall in life. Forget real estate, then life. So I'm going to definitely remember you. Schedule a call. Let's talk.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks for being here, Miss Childs. Roland, what
Thank
do we
you.
got?
Yeah, Pete. Someone asked earlier about Seth and kind of how where he is in his business now. Obviously, he's done a lot of deals with you. How does his business look now as far as him buying properties and things of that nature?
Well, he's actually expanded beyond just doing deals with me. We've done over 200 deals together. I think meantime, he's done about 90 by himself. He's also gotten big time into not mobile homes, but RV parks. I think he's up to four RV parks. I think over 200 pads. So, he's doing exactly what I love my partners to do: grow, expand. And by the way, even though in the beginning with me, we're going to start out with the deals I'm very good at, which are single family homes, duplexes, triplexes, quads, houses, townhomes, condos, mobile homes, modular homes, and I also do land. That's what we're going to start out with. But once we do some deals together, I'm open to discussing anything. I mean, I venture into different things with my partners. We're going to start out with things I'm very good at. Like, I think I'm the best in the country in all those strategies and techniques and types of real estate, but then we could discuss whatever else we want to discuss and go over all that.
Awesome. Thanks, Pete. And then
Yeah.
someone has on the chat, is it Kusi? It says my hand is still up. I didn't grab your name. Kusi, looking for you. Go ahead and unmute your line now to speak with Pete. And then while you're doing that, we'll go ahead and go to the next question. So, Pete, in the beginning, a lot of folks here are real estate agents. How does that kind of work here with Partner Driven?
Yeah, you do not need to be a realtor, but if you have any kind of skill set, whether you're a contractor or let's say a realtor, there's other perks. Like as a realtor, for instance, you're going to be able to take all the leads that you have that don't turn into deals, flip them into listings. I've had realtors start with me they started with me. They have 7 listings. Within a year, they have 107 listings. You'll also be able to list the deals we partner on. And so you're making 50% of the profit and your 6% commission. And wherever you are located, I guarantee you, I have partners that are non-licensed. So when they have deals going on and we need a realtors there, we're always going to keep it in the family. So big benefits. Like, so if you have other skill sets, like, real estate agent, construction, contractor, GCs, there's multiple income streams with me, and you'll be able to piggyback off of those.
Love it. Awesome. Hey, Roy, thanks for raising your hand. Go ahead.
Hi, Roy.
Hello, Peter.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Peter, I'm in a different category of all of your students. I have a house sitting. I need to do a deal with you.
Well, by the way, Roy, you're not. A lot of my partners that start with me are exactly same position. They have deals they bring in with them, whether they own them or they control them or whatever. So no, we've done that plenty of times. We've done that plenty of times. So yeah, that'll be, if you and I end up partnering, that'll be the first thing we take a look at, 100%. But no, you're not in a category by yourself. A
I'm
lot of my partners
well,
bring in stuff
my
with them.
my house actually caught on fire. I'm 50% of the rebuild complete,
Okay.
and I'm now out of money.
Yeah, no, we'll take a look at it. Like I said, that is not unusual for me. A lot of my partners come
And
in
I
with,
want to use the proceeds from that to go forward with you.
you have to get started with me. What I don't do is I don't do first deal, then we start. First we start because you got to start the right way. So there's only
Don't have
one
any
way to get
money.
to me. There's one. But here's what we got to do. If you want to have a conversation, are you talking to somebody on my team, Roy?
No.
Okay. Let's just talk. Schedule a call and let's figure it out. Let's see how serious you are. Let's see if you're a good fit for me. Let's see if we're a good fit for you, and then let's figure it out from that point on, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Peter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll remember you. I'll remember you're the guy with the burned house. I'll remember that. Set up a call. Let's connect, okay?
Yeah, I'm a Dylan.
Okay. I'll remember that. And I like
Have
the
a good
smile
evening.
too. I'll remember that smile too.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Roy. We've got
Thank you.
VIP Karen Bristol.
Hey, Miss Bristol.
You are VIP. Come up next. Unmute your line if you're still here. And if not, we do have Kusi still with his hand. Go ahead, unmute your line as well. If you're on a mobile device, you may have to swipe your phone to the left or right, I believe. And if not, we do have Terrell with his hand up. Why don't you go ahead, Terrell?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are.
Okay, now.
Hi. Well, my question is simply, how much does it cost?
I have a number of different options and I have a number of different ways of paying that option, but I don't even discuss that until we figure out if we're a good fit. Are you talking to somebody? I can't even see who's talking. Are you talking to somebody on my team, ma'am?
Yes, I've spoken to someone today and they told me to come to this meeting.
Perfect. Do you like what you hear now that you're talking to me directly?
Yes,
All right, do me a favor. Oh, now I see you, Miss Karen, right?
yes.
Okay, schedule the call. Let's continue our conversation. We'll go over all that, okay?
I already scheduled it for
All right,
Saturday.
that's what hey, you know what I like? I like people because I want to my number one requirement for anyone that starts with me is you have to be coachable. And so you got to be good at taking instructions. You'll be shocked how many people I say schedule a call and then they spend the next 6 weeks trying to hunt us down like, well, how do I connect with you? Well, you're only in the meeting for an hour or I said 100 times schedule a call. So I'll remember you. Let's continue let's continue talking. But I have a
Okay,
number of different options and I have a number of ways of paying those options, okay?
okay.
So let's make sure we're a good fit and then we'll get into all that. I'll remember you, Karen.
Sounds good.
I'll
Thank
remember the
you.
VIP. Just remind me, VIP Karen.
Yes.
VIP.
I love
Love
it.
it. Love it. Terrell?
Yes. Two quick questions.
Yes,
Do we
sir.
look for FSBOs or do we look for realtor listed properties?
Only direct to owner. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. That's what I was thinking. And then I know you can't say for sure, but from time we get under contract to say a $50,000 rehab to close, just a ballpark time frame.
Close to buy or close to sell?
Close to sell.
50K, probably about 4 to 6 months.
Okay, sounds good. Enough
Yeah.
time for them to get FHA financing.
Enough time to get FHA and $50,000 rehab, you just don't know what you're gonna find. That could turn into 60, $70,000 rehab. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
You know that works. Yeah, I'm just giving you a ballpark, but yeah, 4 to 6 months on a deal like that.
Okay, I'm very excited. And Jamie Caudill's been awesome.
I love it. Hey, Terrell, make sure it's go to schedule a call, put your information in there because I want to tag you in there. Okay, I want to connect with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Tubbs, for being here. Thank you.
All right, iPhone. iPhone, you're up next. Go ahead and unmute your line. There you are.
Hey Peter, how you doing?
What's your name?
Wayne Matney.
Hey, Wayne. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good to be here. I didn't have much of a question. I just wanted to introduce myself. I already put in for a call tomorrow.
Thank you.
I've been talking to one of your agents and stuff. I've just been busy with work. I run my own contracting business, and I was just checking in.
Hey, Wayne, let's flip the tables. Instead of you doing work for others and getting everybody else successful around you, let's flip it and do it for you and your family. How about that?
That's the where I'm trying to get to right there.
I'll
with you.
remember. I'm going to remember you. Remember that guy Seth that I showed you a couple slides back. Seth, we've done over
Yeah.
200 deals. He looks like you, so I'll definitely remember you.
All
I,
right.
I I was just with Seth a couple months ago up in Nashville. We had breakfast together, so I'll
Oh,
definitely
okay.
remember you, Wayne. And
All
by the
right,
way,
man.
Wayne, here's the other thing. Well, I mentioned it already. You'll be able to not only make 50% of the profit, but if you want to do the work on our deals, you'll be able to make a fee there also.
That's what I'm willing to do there.
Let's go.
I
I'm
do
ready.
everything besides plumbing, but I also have other subcontractors local
Let's go.
too that I can get plugged in, man. We can definitely get flipping.
Let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to
All
go.
right,
Look forward to working with you, Wayne.
looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Wayne.
Thank you.
Seth,
Hey,
what do we
Kevin.
have? Seth. I said Seth.
Hey,
Roland, what do we have?
yeah, real quick, Pete. Kevin, want to make sure that you got your appointment booked. I know you asked in chat. How do you do that? Kevin Moore, I want to make sure that you got your call set up. Um, Pastor Hunter, we'll go to Pastor Hunter, and then Miss Childs will go back to you. Go ahead, Pastor Hunter. I see you unmuting there. There you are. Still muted. There you are.
Hey, good evening. How you doing, man?
Yeah, yeah. Glad you joined us.
Good, man. How you doing, Peter?
Thank you for being here. I'm doing great.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for asking.
Yeah, I went on and scheduled a call. I think we got a call tomorrow.
I love it. I'll remember you,
Yeah,
Pastor.
so we can talk. I know we talked in the past and had some other stuff going on, but I'm ready to do some things and grow some things. You know what I mean?
Let's go do it. Let's go
And
do it. Let's go crush that wall, right?
look, I need to knock it down, Peter.
I love it. I love it. Where do you live?
I live in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay. Yep, done tons of deals in that part of the country. Very
Yeah,
strong in that part of the country.
yeah, that's what Roland told me when I first talked to y'all a few months ago.
Looking forward to it.
All right, look
Hey,
forward, look forward to
Mr.
working with
Hunter,
you.
let's get past talking. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
Looking forward to it. I'll definitely remember you, Pastor.
All right, bless you, man.
Bless you too. Thank you.
Miss Childs,
What do
you're
we?
up next.
Okay, thank you. I hope that we're able to work together, but if we aren't, do you buy from non-partners?
No.
You say you buy box.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every deal we get is from non-partners. That's who our sellers are. I just don't
Oh,
do,
right.
the deals will happen with partners. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
every seller is a non-partner. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. You'll be able to work with me if you want it bad enough. I mean, that's what life is. It's just a matter of how bad you want to do something.
Yeah.
It's just how bad you want to do something, and I'll tell you guys, it doesn't mean it's always going to be easy, but don't let the word hard or difficult or, oh my God, I got to put up some money to do this. Don't let that get in the way of your dreams and goals. All that does is fortify that wall between you and them. Don't put limitations on yourself. Don't ever put
Mhm.
limitations on yourself. The road to success has never been easy and it's never been comfortable. But I could tell you the road to being broke is 10 times harder and it's 10 times more uncomfortable. So if you think this is a legitimate play for you, you just got to figure it out. Got to figure
Mhm.
it out. Don't be right away saying, "Well, I can't do this with you."
Mhm.
BS, you can't. BS, you can't. Everyone's got 24 hours. You figure it out.
Love it.
All right, Roland, what do we got?
Oh, Kusi, am I pronouncing it correctly, Kusi? I know you're trying to unmute. We got you next on deck here. I see you speaking. Go ahead, just unmute your line. You're on your
Can you hear
phone.
me?
There you are. There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Nope, you just put yourself on mute. I don't know how that happened. You said, "Can you hear me?" We heard you, and there we go. Now we hear you.
All right, but I can't see you. I can't see you, so that's the problem. I'm swiping back. Okay. How you
Yep.
doing today?
Good. How are you, Kusi?
Oh man, I'm trying to make sure everything's going well, man. I've been doing this thing since 2018, man. I done bust butt, man, for everybody. Opened up my own business in 2018. I still been working for everybody. I get calls about contracts from day to day. It's just that I can't get it up off the ground where I can go and open up my own tile store or my own business where they can come to me. That's the only thing I've been trying to do for years. Open up my own tile store so that I can sell the tile myself. Renovating houses from top to bottom. I did it ever since I left high school. My what do you call it? Apprentice. He
Yep.
died on me. He died on me before I graduated, but I mean, he had me on his shoulder for those whole 2 years of carpentry, 1 and 2. So, I came through a lot and I took it, to another level. Now I'm trying to take it to the above. And if I get there, that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna
Well,
keep it going with you all, but I'm gonna stop and lay back and retire. That's gonna be me.
I like it. I like it. A man and a person with the, you know what you want. If
Already.
I'm part of that journey, I'm ready to, grab you by the hand and let's go do it. Let's go chase some
I,
dreams and goals. Simple as that.
I promise. If I can make it happen, man, I promise I'm gonna be in there.
Let's go
I'm
do
gonna
it.
be
Have you
whatever it
scheduled a
takes.
call, Kusi?
Yeah, I tried to do something, but I'm trying to see how to do it far as and
Just
that's
go to
really not my.
chat. You see chat on your Zoom meet bottom. Just hit that, and there's a schedule a call, right, Roland?
Yeah, exactly, Pete.
Either way, will somebody, Roland, make sure Kusi gets scheduled.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thank you. What do we have,
Thank you
Roland?
all.
Thank you,
Uh,
Kusi. I'll remember you for sure.
A couple
Already.
last few questions here before I let Pete go. Um, if you are Jack, you have a question? I see your box highlighted there.
I only was just going to tell Pete that I thought I was already a member of his team. Had actually found another house that I was by owner. I was a broker with him. I paid the fee and everything.
Yeah,
I've been
so
in
I'm
it.
having a hard
Haven't
time
been.
hearing him, Roland.
yeah, Jack, again, if you're a partner, again, not exactly the right call. This is for non-partners. So if you are a partner already, you have all the resources in your circle account. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Thanks for being here, Jack. Last question. Last question for Pete here. Going once. Pete, I think we're questioned out, sir.
I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you for being here. I know everyone, you could have been somewhere else. I assume if you're here and you're still listening to me, I assume I'm just, there's an interest. I'm going to ask Roland as I bug off here to stay on the line for an extra 60 seconds. For those of you that have not had a chance to schedule a call, but you do want to schedule a call, just go to the bottom of the Zoom link. But I'm going to leave you with these words, and these are the words that I say on my welcome calls to all of my brand new partners, and that is very simple. Welcome, welcome to the next chapter for the rest of your life. I look forward to chasing and helping you guys chase dreams and goals with a number of you. I look forward to getting to know you. I look forward to getting beyond just a partner, but a great friend. And so, again, thank you for being here. God bless every single one of you guys, and good night.
Awesome. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for being here. Everyone else, please click the link if you haven't done so already. Miss Childs, I don't have your information in our system, so I want to make sure that you're being taken care of. I did direct message you.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
let let me know what's the best way to contact you. That way, one of our team members here can reach out to you. Let's see here. And I know Larry. Larry, you were on chat asking for an appointment. Want to make sure that you're taken care of as well. So again, if you haven't clicked on the link in the chat, that is going to go away as soon as we end this live Zoom call. So please jot that down now. Click the link. I'll stay on here for a couple more seconds. Is it did you have a question? Is it Ramiz? You have your hand raised up, sir. Ramiz. Do you have a quick question? And if not, go ahead, be sure to click the link and one of our partner advisors. You'll be in good hands with them. All folks who have a lot of experience in real estate, have done deals with partner driven, without partner driven, and really a wealth of knowledge and information. And they'll be able to kind of walk you through, again, all your different options. On behalf of Partner Driven, my name is Roland. It was a blessing to be here with you all tonight. For those of you who are looking to make 2026 to really get your unfair share, right? This is the best time to do it, whether it's with us or not. Hopefully, it's with us. Of course, we're a little biased, but go out there, make it happen. 2026 is the best time to go all out in real estate. Hopefully, it's with us. Hopefully, we can help you. Just add jet fuel to your current business now. Again, whether you're brand new or doing some deals already, we can definitely help you. Have a good night.
On the
Thanks for
way,
being here.
rolling. On the way, rolling.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Thanks for being here, man. Everyone else, take care. God bless. Bye bye.
Bye bye.